It's Wednesday, January 10th. It's about 1 in the afternoon. I haven't recorded in several days because I've been suffering from pneumonia, terrorist attacks, and a whole lot of other bullshit. In speaking with my offices today in Farmington Hills, oh God, I can hardly talk. Due to the current influx of bullshit, this month I've been robbed for already about $10,000. And it's only the 10th day of the month. But, you know, most of the 10,000 was in the first 72 hours. Oh, my God. Oh, dear Jesus. I am so looking forward to getting to a safe rock. There is nowhere I can go in Southern California or Nevada or parts of the Southwest where freaky people just don't show up and seem to know who I am. Hey, Kurt Kelly, how are ya? Or hey, Kurt, remember? Oh, God. And these are people I don't even know who are making up fictitious stories. Most of them. Some are real. So I do know how they find me, how the hell I know. I've been trying to be off grid now for about 24 months because I've had so many threats from my own government about telling the fucking truth. Hold on, I thought it was I swear to tell the truth and blah, 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 so help me God. Isn't that what you do when you tell the truth? You tell the truth. You don't shade it with gray, purple, and other colors of heroin to fit some crackhead's anatomy of what you must say to toe the line. I'm sorry, guys. If I've breached national security, oh well, go fuck yourself. You shouldn't lie. National security does not give us the right to terrorize people or to overthrow the U.S. government from within. And so if I'm blowing the motherfucking whistle that the Russian hack happened well before the fucking election, back in 2014, 2015, and way back in even 99, it's because I have first-hand fucking knowledge. And I'm also a broadcaster, and I'm a humanitarian, and I'm a civilian, and I'm not a piece of government property. As a contractor, you have the right to hire me and take my opinion or go fuck yourself, but you do not have the right to terrorize and threaten me and make my life crazy. Is that clear, DSSPII? I don't give a fuck what code you're reading. At some point, sanity's gotta kick in. And it obviously doesn't with the Department of Justice, the FBI, Homeland Paranoia, or any of the other 17 motherfucking agencies, or these pricks wouldn't be still sitting in Washington, D.C. But let me say something really fucking clear. At the end of time, the truth will be told. And at the end of time, each one of you motherfuckers who screwed with me will get to meet me again, and will get to answer for your horse shit. You can fucking bank on it. If I invented or created the codes you're using for VoIP, for streaming, for encryption, for secure layer sockets, for transactions over the internet with fucking credit cards, don't think I can't bore a hole up your ass. I don't give a shit what you've written over my motherfucking code. When you have an IQ like mine, there's nothing that's going to keep me out if I want in your ass. And there's nothing I haven't seen or had access to globally with any government for many years. So you may want to send in a hit team of CIA, KGB, or whatever the fuck else you think you're bringing on. Remember, I've already been trained and read the shit for every fucking one of you assholes. And so I know what you're going to do, or what you could do, or what you're capable of doing, or what you think you can do. And at the end of time, I'm still going to win this motherfucker, one way or the other. So watch me. This is Extinction 6, boys and girls. This is Kurt Kelly. I'm working on Concept for World Peace. According to the State Department and others, though, spread around the world, I'm also known by many names. Yes, that's true. I have multiple identities through my government. Joseph Cronin, Edward James, Kurt Kelly. The list is quite fucking long. Last time I checked, it was 40 plus. I can be who I need to be. You can call me God, Jesus Christ. I don't give a fuck if you call me Satan. And I don't give a fuck if you like the word fuck. It was started by the Catholic Church. Blame them. Fornication under carnal knowledge. I'm pissed off. Now, pissed off I passed milestones ago. You motherfuckers have robbed me blind so many times, threatened me, terrorized me, sent people to kill me or hurt me or harm me or threaten me. You've had me falsely incarcerated. You've put bullshit charges in my record that aren't even real. A $30,000 arrest warrant I'm advised this morning by Santa Monica PD for misdemeanor camping under a name I wouldn't have used. Go fuck yourself. Now, they were supposed to arrest me this morning because it was over $25,000 and bring me in so I could appear before a judge. But fortunately, these two guys from Santa Monica PD were actually honest cops, and they know I've been getting my ass kicked by others, and they were advised by someone who tipped them off where I was hiding out off grid so they could come and give me a cite and a notice and get me out of there before the crooked motherfuckers who I knew when they were scheduled to rampage areas that I was at. It's in the next 48 hours, by the way, because I have people who work on the inside too who gave me a tip that I needed to be out of this region in the next 48 hours because it's getting very dangerous for a guy named Kurt Kelly. He's too well known and he needs to get further off grid. Like I don't already fucking know that. Like I am now having the passports replaced. I've had multiple press IDs. I haven't even bothered to get a fucking driver's license in a couple of years because you guys steal so goddamn much. Seriously. It's a motherfucker being me most days. But I'm working on a concert for world peace because I believe in doing the right thing. If you believe in doing the right thing, then you can join us and help work on a concert for world peace. Because God knows these people are going rogue nuts and they plan to annihilate 7.2 billion people by 9/19/19. Now, you can think that's all conspiracy theory, or just know that I've already read the motherfucking facts. And they're classified. As DSSPI told me, no dollars, oh yes, you're such an icon in broadcasting, and we'd hate to have to discredit you, but if you don't shut up, we're going to have to discredit you and turn your life upside down. You've done that quite successfully, you pricks. But I'm still standing and I'm not shutting up. What you're doing is wrong, and it's got to stop. There needs to be a War Crimes Commission brought forward by the UN, if there's even straight members on the UN, which I highly fucking doubt. They're probably all Illuminati bullshit artists. But if there were decent human beings at the UN, they would help me find 7 countries on 7 continents outside the fucking US to do a concert for world peace prior planned genocide, so we can educate people on how to get the right things going in their life and how to sustain this planet versus take it down to 200 million elite who can live off the resources that have been stockpiled for centuries and then stop their global warming because they've got enough stockpiles to sustain for billions, and now for only 200 million, I don't know, will that last 10,000 years. Do the math. Boys and girls, stop drinking Kool-Aid. Whatever God, Buddha, Allah they raised you with, erase that for a minute and look at it this way. The Creator created all of this. The Creator gave free will. We have had men and women dictate through their visions, through their prophecies, through their whatever, through books that we read and worship to. God, as you call him, or Allah, or Buddha, or Yahweh, or Jesus Christ, or whatever, didn't write one line in those books. Whoever your creator is, they didn't write one line of those books. And if you honestly think you get 72 virgins for hurting people, or you're going to purgatory if you ass made it or not, that's all crapola. You either do the right things through life, and you end up in a better space, or you keep screwing it up and you get to redo this and have hell on earth. And be a living hell. As I well know. I've been to hell many times and back, escorting some of you personally there. Some of you will not be going in handbaskets either. I'm going to drop kick your ass right the fuck there because I'm so pissed off. What if God were one of us? If there were a God? Hey, fathom this. What if the Creator were one of us? When you assaulted, lied, hurt, or did really bad stuff. Do you honestly think the Creator will go at the end of time? Oh, yeah. You were good, or in your dying breath you said, hey, oh, I'm so sorry. Nah, it doesn't work that way. You either do good most of the time through your life and living amends and helping others and going out of your way to make the world a better place. Or you're part of the problem because you're idly sitting by and bitching about everything but doing nothing to make it better. And you're probably contributing to all the decay on the planet. Isn't it ironic at the beginning of time, allegedly, there was Adam, Eve, apples, and at the end of time, everybody fight to get an apple, which a seventh grader can hack and turn over to the FBI, or if I get your Apple ID, I can put up in a stadium during a Super Bowl game of calls with you and that little girl you shouldn't have talked to. Boys and girls, what you think the world is and what it is are completely, almost polar opposites. Hit your life more like the Matrix. You either get this dimension right or you're going to do it over and over and over, or you're just going to end up dying here. That black abyss, they keep saying that black thing that's getting bigger and bigger through the Hubble telescope they see moving towards Earth. That's if you guys keep blowing this planet up. This will be hell on Earth because it'll be part of the universe that gets sealed as the dark abyss. There used to be life on more planets than Earth, but they don't tell you about that. There used to be even life on Mars. I hate the thought of having to come back someday and say, gosh, it's right here, Sheboygan, Michigan, right there, right on the tip of Michigan. Doesn't matter where I'm from. Does it really matter what name I use? Does it really matter as long as I'm doing the right thing every day? Trying to give you a cleaner world to live in, and a world where there's actually cures instead of you're paying for synthetics and doctor appointments up the ass to only stay in the system and never get better. There are cures, but they're not given to 99% because you make more money by selling them a lot of horse shit so they get dumber and fatter and stupid and become sheeple. Sheeple, wake up, stop drinking Kool-Aid, get off all that bullshit. Seriously. I beat throat cancer with cannabis. I beat overweight and got a 14 bullshit that said, here, take this for cholesterol, you're getting older. Well, you should just take this for, some water retention now. Oh, well, take this for that and take this for that. And oh my Christ Jesus, after I'm on 14 things, I was nearly 300 pounds and I was walking 25 miles a day and eating only greens and proteins and staying under 2,000 calories. And they told me it was my diet and I was lying. Why would I lie about my own health? Come on, folks, wake the fuck up. I've worked in entertainment and rock and roll now for nearly 50 years. And candidly, let's be honest, you don't work with the Rolling Stones, Aerosmith, the Eagles, and a lot of the major celebrities I've worked with, A-list actors and others, and not get exposed to everything. I've met rocket scientists from NASA backstage with Joe Walsh of the Eagles. Thank you, Joe. I love you for that. I have met FBI agents, CIA agents from every Interpol. There is not an agent, Russian KGB agent. There is not a government I haven't had to interface with in this lifetime. As a humanitarian and doing patriotic things for my country that they'll never know about in the name of humanitarian interests. You know what? I'm not looking for the Nobel Peace Prize. I don't give a shit if anybody knows or cares. Only the Creator needs to know all the things that I've done behind the scenes, beyond the creations I've done on Earth of technology, research and development, healthcare, mental health care, gay rights, transgender rights, civil rights, women's rights. Who cares? At the end of the day, it doesn't change who I am. It doesn't change the fact that I have been pushed further than any person on planet Earth, including Jesus Christ. And those of you who think I'm being blasphemous and going right to hell for go fuck yourself. You have no right to judge me. You have no idea the shit my country's put me through. Not a fucking clue. There are the people who worked with me on those missions who know. And there are the people who have known me so very well. And that's very few. No. And I thank them for still being there for me always. Oh, dear God Almighty. Truth be told, at the end of the day, I have witnessed more police corruption in Santa Monica and Los Angeles and Southern California and in California and Nevada than I've witnessed in Tijuana after 3 life sentences in foreign prisons there for trying to videotape shit that the U.S. and Mexico and others didn't want to become public knowledge, which to this day I still think should be, but, you know, I had to sign certain documents. But just let's say the movie Traffic with Michael Douglas was based on a lot of that life story I know. And more, because that was even watered down. When you know everyone that you can get stuff out directly, and sometimes you put it out indirectly, but you can get your stuff out, folks. And the State Department and everybody else in the federal government wants to castrate me for doing that. Oh well, remember, I was first born into government, not by choice, but by birth. I secondly told everyone from childhood I didn't want to be part of government because of the inherent corruptions of government and religion that I saw by the time I was 5. They made it clear that you need to be a broadcaster and expose the truths. And at age 10, legally changed my name to Kurt Kelly and professionally became working for AP, UPI, ABC, 6 television stations and 12 radio stations almost overnight, because when you call with a story and say, the president said, and you have a voice like this, they don't go, can we talk to mommy? And when you're calling in with hard facts that they can verify with the press secretary from the White House or the governor's office or senators or others, you get credibility really quick. So I was blessed to have that access, because when you have a president sitting in your living room and you're there because you're supporting the party, you're handing out bumper stickers because you're a kid and that's what you're told to do and you have to follow directions, a smart kid like me is going to quote you on that. And you go, yeah, I do. I make notes during the meeting. What can I, and they'll let you know what you can't quote. Oh, hell yeah, like when they're talking about, hey, we need to get spin control on this because, you know, originally we thought it'd go like this, but this went rogue and now that's a problem and we gotta detach from this and give it to someone else to be the blame. And no, I can't talk about those because they're classified. And once documents are signed on those classified things, you have to adhere to them. I haven't found a parameter around that, but when there's outright corruption, and I haven't consented to a vow of silence to participate in corruption, the newscaster side will always kick in first. And you guys knew that. Come on, you were the guys who had the FBI taking away my phone equipment at age 6 because I hacked the Library of Congress with dial-up rotary service to rewrite code on teletype into the federal archives, because when I was pulling stuff down for presidents or senators or others, obviously I had the dial-up numbers. I was a really bright kid, because I was always taught that the law was written for a 6th grade education. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And so when the FBI took away my toys at age 6, I had to wait until I was 10 before I could, really start using phone couplers and recording stuff on phones again, because I was now a broadcaster. And for all of you crack pipes who think you've heard me and got me down and think that, we got away with a lot of stuff, remember, I have first always been a broadcaster, so I have always had audio rolling wherever I'm at, and video rolling wherever I'm at whenever possible, or stills, whatever technologies were available at the times. And even if you think you've gotten all my archives, and you've hit my houses and my warehouses, and you've gotten everything, you haven't. And believe me, you motherfuckers, for doing that, a lot of stuff's gonna start to surface real quick now. Because you've taken everything, and that's what's left. For millions of dollars, and lots of research, television gear, and archives of videos and stills. Well, I'm going to find you. And at the end of time, you're guaranteed a one-way ticket to hell. That's a promise. I told all of you, government, personal, anyone I've ever met, I have a simple rule. Don't lie to me about anything. And I'm so well trained, I'll probably know you're lying. And if you do lie to me, even on the little stuff, that means you're going to lie to me on everything anyway. I don't like surprises, so don't surprise me with anything. If you want to throw a surprise birthday party, let me know. I'll let you know if I'm in the mood for it. I'm about logistics, I'm about the facts, I'm about research, I'm about documentation, I'm about getting it right the first time every time, and having backups for backups for backups. Hell, that's a known quote from me on IMDb. Because we're always live. So if you think you got all my bullshit, oh baby, you're about to unleash a hurricane. So, all I would say is you can give it back quickly during this brief amnesty period before I leave Southern California, which will be quickly. Or I'm going to be sending people up your ass you can't even imagine. If I've worked with people around the planet, don't think I can send a bunch of fucking Haitians up your ass. It's just phone calls for a guy like me. I don't even have to be here to recover my shit. I'll just send people to get it for me. You're messing with the son of a beach. You want to help on the Concert for World Peace? Contact disasterreliefinc@gmail.com. Or send your donations to 11,000. Disaster Relief, by the way, Disaster Relief Inc., doing the Concert for World Peace, is an NGO, a non-government organization, working for humanitarian interests. And it's a non-profit. And we work with governments all over the world. That's what an NGO does, non-government organization, trying to get you people to do your shit right. You can send your tax-deductible donations, anonymous donations, to Disaster Relief Inc. or to my attention, Kurt Kelly, at 11,000 Wilshire Boulevard, number 241971, Los Angeles, California, USA, 90024. I'm working on world peace and the truth. What are you working on today? You're either part of the solution or you're the problem. So make a decision. Because indecisiveness is a decision. You're part of the problem. You're not doing shit to help.